Hey guys, it's Tiny Tom Logan back with another Rush Kit video for you, and I thought I would share my virgin unboxing of the MSI GTX1080 Ti, no trigger, Lightning. Now this is going to be produced in very limited numbers. 3,000 sounds like a lot, but when you consider that they've got to be shared worldwide, there's not really going to be a great deal of them, and considering the amount of hassle we're getting trying to get graphics cards at the moment because of all the miners, it might be a little difficult. But anyway, moving swiftly on, bearing in mind that I'm going to show you this on video and then I've got to put it all back together again so I can take pictures of it. But we have the first plastic tear. Oh. Hang on a minute. Smells of Taiwan. I actually like the fact it's a different kind of box design, which might sound really random, but if you think about, I'm used to kind of the normal flat boxes all the time. The fact this is a bit more like the stock Nvidia boxes is kind of nice. It's like a double thick Nvidia GPU box. I think I got all of it. Right, so do I need to do a bit more? Oh, come on. She doesn't want to let go, boys. Try again. Ah. Oh. Oh. Da-na. Okay, it's very Nvidia box. I love it. Built to be perfect. Now, so we have the graphics card. What have we got in the back here? Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, there's quite a bit of stuff in here actually. Okay, so we know this is built for overclocking, and they actually do say that it's literally built for, you know, hardcore use, but built to last really. Geez, it's just all the manuals and stuff at the moment. Driver CD, although don't forget, go to the Nvidia website to get your latest GPU drivers. The software is kind of handy, but I normally just go to the website if they're already out. Oh, we actually have a triple slot bracket in here, and it's black as well. I've never understood why we don't get black back panels now, but that is a lovely touch. And then we have an adapter cable, although if you need an adapter cable you probably shouldn't be using the graphics card because you need to get yourself a new power supply. These are voltage out points. You plug them in, it just gives you something to shove your multimeter into. And something else which is kind of cool is they do come with accents on them so that you can swap them out. So this is the red pack, the back is just white. You'd pull that off, and then you've got gold, and I believe this one is black or carbon. I have seen pictures of carbon. That does just look like black though. Let's take it out and see if it's just the light. I think it's carbon. It is carbon, it's just very, very faint. There's a glossy top to it, but it is carbon underneath. To be honest with you, looking at that and it being carbon, I'd say it's a bit too faint. Let me see if it's got a coating on the top. Yeah, you can see it a bit better with the coating, protective coating off of it. But if they'd used something similar to 3M Dynoc, which had a texture, it would have shown up a lot better. So the carbon is a bit, yeah. Right, so the GPU itself, like I said, I've got to put this all back together in a minute and take photos of it for the main review on the website. Right, okay, so we said about the back plate, and you can swap it out to a nice triple black one. It's a triple quad cooler anyway. To be honest with you, I wouldn't see many people wanting to SLI this, especially not on air. It's going to be like an amazing single cooler. The silver accents here are what you can swap out, and basically you've got stickers that you have to put over the top. That's basically the way it works. Now they've got a sticker on it here which says that you need to remove it before gaming, but the fans will go passive, which is kind of nuts in itself. But one of the things I will say, and it's a props to MSI as well, is the fact it is quite understated, and the fact it is just black and silver. It's the way I think graphics cards should be now. You've got the lighting that you can use or not use, but thankfully there's no red or yellow on it. I would have cried if they'd made a yellow one like the old ones. But first things first, the weight in my hand, it does feel incredibly heavy. You know that you've got some money's worth in your hand. It's not some light, fleety little thing that's, you know, not necessarily been put together very well or used cheap components. This feels like it's got a massive amount of weight to it. I mean, look at the size of these fins down the side as well. You can see that there's a big support plate that runs all the way round as well, all the way round here. Something else that I noticed too is that there's actually a heat pipe underneath the back plate. Now, we know these bits are going to be RGB, so you can set them to whatever colours that you like. You've got 3 8-pins for power, which, let's face it, that's rather mental. There's your voltage out points that you can look at there. So you can clip those in. You'd have to look in the manual. It does say what the voltage out points are for, just underneath the PCB. In the main review, I am going to be taking this apart as well, even though MSI have told me not to. But to be honest with you, and I will be very honest with you, my MSI guy has just gone on holiday to Vegas, so he's not going to see any of these videos. So by the time he does, I will have stripped it and filmed it by that point. Anyway. So the clocks on it are quite mental. There's a silent mode, which is just 1582 megahertz. Well, that's the stock is 1480, and then it boosts up to 1582. And then you've got gaming mode, which is just 1582, and then boosts up to 1695. And then you've got lightning mode, which is 1607, and that boosts up to 1721. But you do need to remember, at that point, GPU Boost 3 will then overclock it even further for you. So I'm going to be expecting over 1950 megahertz on this, and I mean that as a minimum. I wouldn't be surprised if I see 2000 out of the box. Absolutely dead easy. The memory clocks are 11124, so 11,124 in the lightning and gaming mode, and just 11,000, which is pretty much stock in the silent mode. Silent mode on this, crikey. So yeah, what they do say though is it's now, we're used to the twin Frozer cooler, which is basically 2 of those fans, but this is now tri-Frozer, because they've added an extra one on the end. What we can also see when we look at the back is you can see this extra width coming up from the side, but what that does mean is it means we can use bigger fans. These are actually the Torx 2 fans as well. So it's a big old card, but it's also got a big amount of hype around it and a big amount of expectation too. So I'm genuinely looking forward to getting this in the test bench and hopefully getting the review out to you early next week. But we will see. I've actually put the X299 motherboard testing to one side because I do have the Gaming Pro Carbon to review for MSI, and I've put it to one side to give favour to the Lightning instead, because to be honest with you peeps, this is one even I'm interested in. And as a parting gift for you,